You are just one thought away from creating a new life. And this is something I see every single day when I work with my clients. You are one belief away, one assumption away, one mental breakthrough away from allowing new possibility, from generating, creating, attracting, manifesting what you want in your life. We are all defined by the beliefs, by how we perceive the world in our perception, right? And those can become invisible wall, or it can become a beautiful highway, or it can be a dirt road toward the goal, the life that we want to create. And we are all responsible for starting to pay attention to what is happening in our mind. What are the excuses, the belief, the roadblocks, the mental and emotional roadblocks that I have that are holding me back from creating and having the life that I want? And this is like the famous 4-minute mile barrier from, Roger Bannister. It's like everybody thought you cannot run a mile in less than 4 minutes until that dude did it. And in less than 2 weeks after that, more than 10 people did it. And then it was the same with like, you cannot run a marathon in less than 2 hours. And then that guy did it. And 2 weeks later, other people started creating amazing times. So you see, even on our societal worldview, we also have beliefs, we have teams, we have things we think are impossible, we can't do it. And then 10 years ago, if you thought that AI would be able to do coding and create apps and websites and so on with just a little prompt, people would tell you, yeah man, you're watching too many movies, yeah? And today it's boring, it's old news, because we shattered that belief. And now we're moving faster, we're expecting more, right? What we thought 1 minute is a miracle, the next moment is an expectation. And that's because we broke through mental barriers, expectation. Things we thought were impossible are becoming mundane. And it's also possible on a very individual level. If you start to think greater in the same way about yourself, and you've done that so many times in your life. I know I have, right? I thought having a online business, coaching people online through Zoom and so on was like, oh my God, people are not gonna like it. They prefer face-to-face, blah, blah, blah. And then I have it now. And now I'm like, yeah, well, what's the big deal? And so there's so many instances. Like I thought I would never be able to do a 21-kilometer Spartan race, because after 10 kilometers, I was freaking at the end of my life. So I was like, there's no way I'm going for another 11 kilometers and I don't know how many obstacles. And then I started to be like, you know what? What if I can? What if I can? What if I can start training? What if I can start believing? What if I can start imagining myself being able to go through that? And I did. And I did again and again. And now it's like, well, okay, I have another one in a month and I'm going to smash it. So you can go to the next level if you allow yourself the opportunity to believe. And above all, from my personal experience and working with so many people, you have to let go of that old identity. Right? That old association, those old identification with who you used to be, what you need to believe, and how people need to know you, and all that crap that comes from your past won't take you where you want to go, right? If you want to bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to go, you gotta let go of what's no longer serving you. And when I started, transitioning into coaching and creating my own business, that was one of my biggest fears. What are people gonna see me? Like I used to be like this. Like who am I to help people? Like that imposter, feeling like a fraud, like somebody's gonna find out. That shows that your identity hasn't transitioned yet. That shows that you still identify in a different way. So you gotta first build that certainty in yourself, that belief in yourself, to see yourself as the person you wanna be to be able to create the life that you want. And you can do that in relationship, you can do that through money, in job, and interview, and sport. It doesn't matter. Health, it's always the same process. Can you reinvent yourself first? You look at what happened during the pandemic, a lot of people had to reinvent themselves because everything shut down and so on. We had to pivot. That was the big word back then. So it shows you the power of adaptability. Like a big group of people were able to pivot and do amazing things. And some people are still hurting, still struggling because of what happened back then, because their mindset is still shut, still thinking the same way, still complaining, still playing the victim. And this is not to blame or anything, but it's just to compare what happens when you open your mind to something greater, right? Like before, making videos and editing them and so on was such a struggle, was something I didn't enjoy to do. And now I'm able to do it, and it's fast. I'm leveraging AI, I'm picking up all those tools, and it's amazing. And I'm like, holy shit, right? So it shows that progress and evolution starts first in your mind. Everything that was ever created, every leap, every growth, every quantum leap, every manifestation starts in somebody's thought, in somebody's imagination, and in somebody's alignment, and being like, you know why not? And why not me? So what is your current 4-minute mile? Is it a belief? Is it that you feel unworthy? Is it like that you're too nice? Is it all the shame, the anger, the resentment? Is it all those emotional scars that you picked up along the way? Like, what is that 4-minute mental emotional barrier that you have, that invisible wall in your life? And start pretending from your moment in your imagination that you're already the person that you have, wanting what you have. Because your imagination, the beauty of your imagination is that you can pretend. For a few moments a day, for a few moments in your life, you can pretend to live that life, to rehearse something greater, to act the way you want, to be free socially, to meet people, to love, to give, to be abundant, to spend that money, to travel to that country. You can be free to give yourself the permission to feel that you're worthy. That's the beauty of mental rehearsal. And that's one way you can start breaking that barrier, by starting to reframe your mind and train your mind and show your mind that, you know what, actually, we can go beyond. But if you let your imagination and your mind go into the worst case scenario and what are people gonna say, and like, you know how it goes, it's gonna spin it and spin it and spin you like a freaking washing machine, and there's no depth to how much the mind can make you miserable. So the gift and the curse that we have is that our imagination becomes reality, but the curse is that most of our belief and so on go just, we're not conscious, we're not disciplined, we don't have that discipline to consciously direct our thoughts, our focus, and so on. And so we reap what we sow, but we're not consciously aware of what we've been sowing for so long. But today you can start. And on this channel, there's so many videos, breakdown on how to visualize, how to break belief, how to do all these things. You can find them on free on my channel, on YouTube, you can find those resources. But are you going to apply them? Are you going to live by them? Are you going to do that inner work? And if you want to speed through that process, if you want to smash those walls, if you want to get that breakthrough, find what's been blocking you, you can book a one-on-one coaching session with me, and together we can go deep in your subconscious mind, get rid of those emotional mental blocks, and help you create, achieve, and manifest what you want in your life. The link is down in the description. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you next time. Be well.